Viewers, brace yourselves because what I'm about to tell you will leave your jaw on the floor. Hip-hop fans thought they had seen every twist when it came to Remy Ma and Papoose's roller coaster relationship. But this latest scandal has detonated like a bomb across the industry. Imagine this. The queen of lyrical grit and strength, Remy Ma, standing in tears. Humiliated after her supposed new beginning with a secret boyfriend came crashing down in the most brutal way possible. And just when you thought she would keep her pride intact, shocking footage surfaces of her doing the unthinkable, begging her estranged husband, Papoose, the very man she pushed away, to take her back. Yes, you heard that right. This isn't a rumor. This isn't some harmless gossip. Sources close to the situation say Remy was left shattered, blindsided, and desperate after being dumped in public by the man she thought was her escape from years of marital drama. But what makes this story truly explosive is that Papoose, instead of rushing to her rescue, reportedly laughed off her pleas, leaving fans screaming, "How did it come to this?" Buckle up, because this isn't just a breakup. This is betrayal, heartbreak, and revenge wrapped into one shocking meltdown, and it's only the beginning. For years, Remy Ma and Papoose were hailed as one of hip-hop's most unshakable couples. Their bond seemed unbreakable, built on loyalty, endurance, and sacrifice. When Remy was behind bars, serving years of a prison sentence, Papoose became a symbol of unwavering devotion. He waited for her, publicly championed her name, and stood outside those prison gates the day she walked free. Fans held them up as the blueprint for ride-or-die love in the rap world. But behind that glossy image, whispers of cracks were already forming. The very same passion that had once tied them together also created volcanic tension. Remy was fiercely independent, determined to reclaim her throne in the industry. Papoose, though equally ambitious, was often cast in her shadow. The couple became staples on Love and Hip Hop New York, showcasing their marital ups and downs on screen. While fans swooned over their loyalty, insiders quietly noted that Remy and Pap's relationship was far more complicated than the cameras showed. The first real fracture came when rumors swirled that Papoose was growing resentful, jealous, even of Remy's spotlight. Sources from the set of Love and Hip Hop claimed Papoose would storm out of production meetings, frustrated at being labeled Remy's husband rather than celebrated as a rapper in his own right. But if jealousy was the fire, betrayal was the gasoline. And soon enough, betrayal would enter the story. Enter the mysterious new boyfriend. At first, nobody knew about him. Whispers emerged quietly, suggesting that Remy had grown tired of Papoose's controlling tendencies and had begun spending time with a man outside the industry. According to insiders, he was younger, smoother, and gave Remy the kind of attention she hadn't felt in years. This man was supposedly the escape, hatched from her crumbling marriage, someone who made her feel desired rather than managed. For Remy, it felt like a rebirth. She started showing up at events, looking lighter, happier, even radiant, sparking speculation online. What's going on with Remy? She glowing, different. Meanwhile, Papoose remained silent, posting cryptic messages on Instagram about loyalty and karma. But let's not rewrite history. This wasn't just about Remy looking for new love. Many believe her entanglement with this boyfriend was fueled by years of hidden resentment. Papoose had allegedly accused her of being too focused on fame while he carried the weight of the marriage. Friends of Remy claimed she grew tired of always being the one expected to forgive, the one expected to be grateful for his loyalty, even when his pride sometimes suffocated her independence. The boyfriend became her rebellion, an answer to all the quiet sacrifices she had made. For a moment, Remy thought she had finally found balance, someone who didn't remind her of past mistakes or hold prison years over her head. But this is Remy Ma we're talking about. Her life has never been simple, and her choices always come with consequences. The relationship she thought would give her peace quickly unraveled into humiliation. This wasn't just a breakup. This was a public rejection so raw, It stripped away her pride in front of the very community that once idolized her as the definition of strength. The scandal began bubbling when fans caught wind of the boyfriend dumping Remy in a scene so dramatic it could have been ripped straight from a VH1 episode. According to eyewitnesses, the man walked out on her during a private dinner, except it wasn't private at all. Other diners filmed clips, spreading them across social media with captions like, "Not Remy Ma begging a man who ain't Pap." Suddenly, the internet exploded with theories. Was this karma for leaving Papoose? Was this proof that Remy's crown had slipped? Had the so-called Queen of Resilience just been humbled in the most devastating way possible? But what made it even worse was what happened next. Instead of standing tall, instead of brushing off the humiliation, Remy allegedly did the one thing no one thought she'd ever do. She reached out to Papoose. It's the same man she had seemingly tossed. Aside for this new relationship, the same husband whose loyalty had defined her redemption story, Remy was now, according to insiders, begging Pap to take her back. Insiders claim late-night phone calls were made. Tearful messages were sent. In one leaked audio clip circulating online, a woman believed to be Remy's voice could be heard sobbing, "I made a mistake. I need you. Please, Pap, don't let this be the end of us." The clip sent shockwaves through social media. How could one of the most respected women in hip-hop, a symbol of strength and pride, be reduced to this level of desperation? Fans who once idolized her resilience now debated her downfall. And if that wasn't enough, Papoose's reaction only twisted the knife deeper. Instead of answering her pleas with open arms, reports suggest he laughed cold, bitter, and unmoved. Which brings us here to the most jaw-dropping, scandal-filled chapter of their saga yet. Remy Ma, once the rock in her marriage, now shattered. Papoose, once the loyal husband, now standing tall with the upper hand. And the entire world watching to see whether this legendary couple's story ends in reconciliation or in flames. The dinner that was supposed to be Remy Ma's triumphant new chapter turned into the most humiliating night of her life. According to multiple eyewitnesses, the scene unfolded in an upscale Manhattan restaurant, where Remy and her new boyfriend were seated in a private booth. But here's the catch. Nothing in Remy's world is ever private. The public. Breakup diners nearby reported overhearing the argument escalate quickly. One claimed the boyfriend slammed his glass down and hissed, "I'm not Pap. I don't. Oh, you're nothing. You're not gonna play me like you played him." That one line cut through the restaurant like a blade. Within seconds, people had their phones out, recording shaky videos of Remy with her hands clasped, begging him to lower his voice. But the man wasn't having it. Stood up, tossed his napkin on the table, and stormed out, leaving Remy stunned, blinking back tears as whispers swirled around her. The humiliation was instant. Within hours, clips leaked to Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok with captions like, "Not Remy Ma getting dumped in public, she left Pap for this. Luwu, this the queen. Nah, this a crash out moment." The videos exploded, racking up millions of views overnight. For fans who had once idolized her as a symbol of resilience, seeing her begging a man who wasn't Papoose was shocking beyond words. Leaked footage goes viral, but the story didn't stop there. A longer leaked clip surfaced from someone who allegedly worked at the restaurant. In it, Remy could be heard pleading, "Don't do this here. Please, don't leave me like this. I need you." The boyfriend's reply, ice cold, "You needed Pap. I'm done." That was all it took. The internet went into a frenzy. Bloggers dissected every frame. Fans slowed down the audio, debating whether Remy's sobs were genuine or staged. Conspiracy. Theorists claimed the boyfriend had been planted to embarrass her, while others swore it was karma coming full circle. Papoose's name back in the mix almost immediately. Papoose's name trended alongside Remy's. Fans began tagging him in posts, demanding his reaction. Memes showed him sitting smugly with captions like, "When loyalty finally pays off." But Pap wasn't silent. Instead, he dropped a cryptic Instagram story. A black background with the words, "When you play games with a gift God gave you, don't cry when he takes it back." Fans lost it. Was this his way of confirming that he'd already moved on emotionally? That Remy's pleas no longer carried weight? His silence on her humiliation spoke louder than words, and the power dynamic between them flipped overnight. Insider. Sources spill according to insiders close to Papoose. He received multiple late-night calls from Remy after the public breakup. One source revealed she was crying, saying she made a mistake, begging him to come over. But Pap just listened, didn't say much, and hung up. Another claimed that he laughed afterward, telling friends, "Now she knows how I felt all those years she played me." These so-called insider leaks fueled the narrative that Pap wasn't interested in being her savior anymore. He'd waited, he'd endured, and now it was his turn to hold the power. Social media chaos fans were brutally divided. Some sympathized with Remy, saying, "She's still human. We all make mistakes. Stop clowning her pain." Others were merciless. She had Pap, the most loyal man in hip-hop, and she fumbled. Look at her. A third camp argued it was all scripted for attention, claiming this gotta be for a VH1 spinoff. There's no way this real. Twitter was a battlefield with hashtags like #RemyDumped, #PapWins, and #CrashOutQueen trending simultaneously. TikTok creators reenacted the breakup scene, exaggerating the dialogue for comedy. YouTube gossip channels churned out analysis. Videos breaking down the body language in the leaked clips. Papoose's. A cold response, then came the final twist of this chapter. Papoose's response to Remy's pleas. According to a leaked audio clip circulating online, Pap was heard chuckling while on the phone with a friend. The voice, allegedly his, said, "She begging now. Man, tables turned." Good. The clip spread like wildfire. Fans couldn't believe it. Pap, once known as the epitome of loyalty, now seemed cold, even ruthless. But many argued he had earned the right. After years of defending her, after standing by her side when no one else did, maybe he was finally done being the one left holding the broken pieces. Stop the twist that broke fans' butt. Here's where it got even messier. Another insider leak claimed that Papoose had already moved on, quietly seeing someone new. If true, this meant that while Remy was begging to rekindle their love, Pap's heart was already elsewhere. The idea that he might be entertaining another woman while Remy crumbled only deepened the drama. Fans speculated nonstop. Who was she? Was it someone in the industry? Someone close to them both? The mystery woman became the next big question mark in this unraveling saga. The cliffhanger of the chapter ended with one haunting visual. Paparazzi snapped Remy outside her apartment. Her face streaked with tears, clutching her phone like she was waiting for a call that would never come. Meanwhile, Papoose posted a smiling selfie with the caption, "Peace of mind greater than two images, two worlds." Remy, broken, begging, humiliated. Pap.com, empowered and distant. For fans, it wasn't just heartbreaking, it was unthinkable. How had the couple once seen as unshakable collapsed into this spectacle? And if Pap truly had moved on, did Remy just lose the only man who ever loved her unconditionally? The question lingered like a storm cloud. Was this the end of Remy and Papoose forever? Or was it just the cruel beginning of a redemption arc no one saw coming? If fans thought Remy's humiliation ended at that restaurant, they were dead wrong. What followed was an avalanche of leaks, rumors, and betrayals that pushed the drama into a whole new stratosphere. Remy's desperate attempts. Insiders claim that in the days after her public breakup, Remy made repeated attempts to reconcile with Papoose. She allegedly showed up at his home unannounced, only to be turned away by security. Another source said she bombarded him with texts. "I can't breathe without you, Pap. I made a mistake. Don't let this be the end. Please don't let them laugh at me." Screenshots of these texts blurred but legible, were leaked to a gossip blog, setting social media ablaze. Fans debated endlessly. Were they real, or were they planted to make Remy look weak? But even if the receipts were fake, the desperation was believable. Every insider agreed on one thing: Remy was spiraling. The mystery woman emerges, then came the shocking twist nobody saw coming. A blurry paparazzi photo surfaced, showing Papoose walking through Times Square with a woman on his arm. She wasn't a celebrity, at least not publicly, but her face sparked instant debates. Some swore she was an up-and-coming model. Others claimed she was connected to the industry behind the scenes. The gossip blogs went wild. Titles screamed, "Papoose spotted with new woman while Remy cries for him back." Is this the reason Pap's ignoring Remy? The hashtag shifted overnight. #WhoOoShe trended for hours as fans scoured Instagram, trying to identify the mystery woman. Some even dug up old comments on Papoose's posts, pointing to flirty emojis left months earlier by an account now suddenly private. For Remy, the photo was a knife to the heart. Insiders said she collapsed when she saw it, whispering, "He really replaced me." Social media turned savage. Twitter showed no mercy. Fans flipped the narrative completely, mocking Remy's fall from grace. Remy Ma begging Pap back while he walking around with a baddie. Tables turned for real. She left the most loyal man alive and thought she'd win. Karma's undefeated. This the same woman who rapped about being a queen. Look at her now. TikTok creators stitched together clips of Remy's strongest moments on Love and Hip Hop with the leaked breakup footage, captioning it "From Queen to Crash Out." The humiliation wasn't private anymore. It had become a cultural event, a viral drama feeding the internet's obsession with downfall stories. Industry reacts. The rap community couldn't resist. 50 Cent posted a photo of himself eating popcorn with the caption, "Damn Remy. I ain't see this plot twist coming." Cardi B, who has publicly feuded and bonded with Remy at different times, tweeted, "Sometimes you lose the realest one trying to chase the wrong one." Fat Joe, a longtime ally, stayed silent, but his silence was almost louder than words, sparking speculation that even he couldn't defend her this time. The industry had spoken. Papoose was being celebrated as the man who finally stood his ground, while Remy was painted as the woman who lost it all. The shocking reveal, but just when fans thought they'd seen the worst of it. Another bombshell dropped. A leaked voicemail, allegedly from Remy to Papoose, surfaced online. In the audio, a tearful voice said, "Pap, I don't care about him. I don't care about anything. You're the only one who ever loved me for real. Should have never hurt you. Please, just don't let me go like this." The clip ended with silence, followed by the faint sound of a man laughing. Fans immediately speculated it was Papoose mocking her. Whether real or fake, the timing was brutal. The leak landed the same night as those photos of Pap with the mystery woman, making Remy look both desperate and replaceable. The reaction was swift. Supporters, "Why leak this? She's clearly in pain. Y'all, too cruel." Haters, "She clowned Pap for years. Now look who's begging." Neutral fans, "If this is real, their marriage was dead long before this." Both of them lost Rashida's involvement. As if things weren't messy enough. Rumors swirled that Rashida from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta had privately reached out to Remy, telling her, "Sis, don't let them break you. We all fall, but you can rise again," whether true or not. The gossip blogs spun it into headlines about Rashida coaching Remy through her meltdown, fueling speculation that VH1 producers were circling like vultures, ready to turn this entire fiasco into a televised redemption arc. The cliffhanger, and just when the dust seemed ready to settle. Jasmine Washington, Kirk Frost's infamous ex, inserted herself into the drama with a shady Instagram post. A selfie with the caption, "Begging, men don't work, sis. Trust me." Fans instantly assumed it was a shot at Remy. reigniting debates and turning the entire scandal into a crossover mess of love and hip-hop alumni by the end of the week. The storyline had shifted completely. This wasn't just about Remy getting dumped. This was about her entire image collapsing, from queen of resilience to symbol of desperation. While Papoose enjoyed his most powerful moment yet, and the biggest question remained, who was this mystery woman by his side? And what role would she play in the destruction or resurrection of Remy Ma's legacy? By now, the Remy Ma saga wasn't just gossip. It was the internet's main event. Every blog, every Twitter thread, every TikTok edit was dissecting her downfall. While Papoose's silent confidence turned him into an unlikely hero, the reactions weren't just loud, they were vicious, divided, and explosive. Fans turned the knife on Twitter or X. The debate was merciless. Some fans mocked Remy with no restraint. She laughed at Pap when he begged her to stay. Now tables turned. Karma's undefeated. Remy went from lean back to begging back. Tragic. Can't rap about being a queen if you're crying. On voicemail, meme culture ran wild. Side by side, pictures of Papoose's loyalty during her prison years versus Remy's alleged pleas for him now flooded timelines. One viral meme read, "He waited 6 years. She couldn't wait 6 months." It's racked up nearly 500,000 likes overnight. But not everyone piled on. A smaller group defended her, calling the leaks a cruel invasion of privacy. Y'all act like she not human. Everyone makes mistakes. So it's funny when a woman cries, but tragic when men do. The double standard is real. The fan base fractured into war camps, each side louder than the other. TikTok and YouTube, chaos TikTok creators jumped on the trend, dramatizing the leaked restaurant footage with exaggerated skits. Soundbites of Remy's alleged voicemail became remixed into trending audios. One clip even turned her sobbing into a beat drop, sparking a viral dance trend that had millions laughing at her expense. Meanwhile, YouTube gossip channels titled their videos, "Remy begs Papoose leaked receipts destroy her image. Who is Pap's new girl?" Industry sources. Speak out. From queen to crash out. The rise and fall of Remy Ma. The monetization machine went into overdrive. With Remy's pain-fueling endless commentary content, celebrities choose side hip-hop heavyweights couldn't resist chiming in. Cardi B, who often clashed with Remy, but also respected her grind, tweeted, "The internet can be cruel. I hope sis finds peace." Nicki Minaj fanbase The Barbs flooded timelines with gleeful taunts. Nicki warned y'all, "Remy not built for this." 50 Cent posted a now-deleted video of him chuckling, saying, "Pap finally winning, lol. My boy, chilling." Fat Joe, long seen as Remy's big brother figure, stayed eerily quiet. His silence sparked theories. Was he distancing himself from the scandal? Even Love and hip-hop stars jumped in. Carly Red posted a shady, laughing emoji. Under a blog post, Yandi Smith wrote, "This industry will eat you alive if you let it. Protect your soul." Each comment added another layer to the spectacle, making it clear the industry wasn't rallying behind Remy. Papoose's glope while Remy spiraled, Papoose's stock soared. His old interviews about loyalty resurfaced, painting him as a martyr turned victor. Clips of him standing outside prison gates for Remy were repackaged with captions like, "And this is how she repaid him." Fan pages popped up overnight titled, "Pap was right and justice for Pap." His Instagram following skyrocketed by nearly 200K in a week, while Remy's comments filled with clown emojis and snake memes. Even brands noticed. A rumored men's fashion line allegedly reached out to Papoose for a loyalty-themed campaign, turning his heartbreak into opportunity. The media, narrative mainstream outlets, picked up the story, running headlines like, "Hip-hop's power couple in shambles. Remy Ma begs, Papoose moves on. Is this the end of Remy's legacy? It's from loyalty to laughter. How the internet crowned Papoose." For Remy, the coverage was devastating. Every article replayed the same footage, the same humiliating quotes, the same viral memes. Woman once hailed as a fearless lyricist was now a cautionary tale. The cliffhanger reaction, then. In a move that stunned everyone, Papoose posted a cryptic picture on Instagram. A chessboard mid-game, captioned, "Every queen makes her move. Some just too late." The internet exploded. Was this his way of declaring checkmate? Was he confirming he'd already moved on for good? Or was it a subtle hint that he was still in control of the narrative, waiting for the right moment to end? The game completely. The symbolism sent fans into a frenzy. Blogs dissected the chess analogy for hours. Some claimed it meant Papoose had already found his new queen. Others believed he was just flexing power over Remy, showing he could win by staying silent. And in the shadows, Remy stayed quiet. One's thunderous voice drowned out by laughter, gossip, and betrayal. The question now wasn't just whether she could win Papoose back. It was whether she could survive this cultural takedown at all. For days. The internet obsessed over one question. Who was the woman seen walking with Papoose? Every blurry paparazzi shot was zoomed, cropped, and analyzed like it held the key. To the hip-hop universe, the mystery woman revealed, then came the revelation that sent the entire scandal into overdrive. A gossip blog dropped exclusive photos, clearer this time, showing Papoose at a private dinner with the same woman. And this time, her identity wasn't hidden. She was a former Love and Hip Hop production assistant. Someone who had worked behind the scenes for years. Fans quickly dug up old footage where she appeared in the background during confessionals, invisible to the public eye back then. But suddenly, the center of the biggest scandal in reality TV, the shocking part? Sources claimed she had been around Remy and Pap for years, allegedly helping Papoose coordinate family schedules while Remy was on tour. If true, this wasn't just a new fling. It was betrayal from someone inside the camp all along. Remy's final plea, according to insiders. When Remy learned who the woman was, she completely broke down. She reportedly called Papoose late at night, sobbing, saying, "Not her, Pap. Anyone but her. How could you?" But Pap's alleged reply was cold and final. "Now you know how I felt. Loyalty don't mean nothing if it ain't mutual." Those words, if true, cut Remy deeper than the public breakup ever could. It wasn't just about losing Pap. It was about realizing she had been replaced by someone who had quietly existed in their world all along. Fans lose their minds. The reveal sparked a firestorm online, so Pap upgraded with somebody who was around the whole time. That's wild. Remy really lost Pap to a background character? Life crazy. This whole thing feels like a script, but the pain on her face is real. The hashtag background BADDIE trended worldwide, mocking Remy's humiliation and turning Papoose's alleged new partner into an overnight meme star. Industry fallout producers scrambled behind the scenes, reportedly offering Remy a huge payout for an on-camera reaction. VH1 insiders hinted at a tell-all special that could feature both her and Papoose. Though whether Pap would agree remained uncertain. Meanwhile, other celebrities weighed in. Tamar Braxton posted, "When you don't water your garden, don't. Be mad when someone else does." Funk Flex went live on the radio, laughing hysterically while saying, "Remy out here begging Pap like she on trial again." This is hip-hop history. The industry wasn't just talking, it was feasting. The shocking move, but just when everyone thought Remy had been completely broken. She made one last desperate and shocking move. At 3 a.m., Remy posted a now-deleted Instagram story. A picture of her wedding ring. The caption read, "Still my husband. Don't get it twisted." The internet froze. Was this denial? A threat? A promise to fight for him no matter the humiliation? Or was it Remy's way of reminding the world that legally, she and Pap were still tied together? The post vanished in under 10 minutes, but screenshots spread instantly. Fans were torn. This is sad. She needs to let him go. She fighting back. Y'all forgot Remy? Don't fold easy. Posting the ring at 3 a.m. She's spiraling. The cliffhanger, and then, as if scripted for maximum chaos, Jasmine Washington, yes, that Jasmine chimed in again. She posted a cryptic tweet. Funny how y'all queens get played the same way you laughed at others. Tables always turn. Jasmine shading Remy directly. Or was she teasing some deeper connection between the scandals? Fans immediately theorized crossovers between Atlanta and New York drama, speculating that VH1 producers were behind all of it. But the truth remained. Remy was shattered. Papoose was silent but powerful, and the so-called background baddie had become the unexpected queen in this twisted chess game. The question that hung in the air like smoke: would Papoose ever take Remy back? Or was this the final curtain on hip-hop's once most loyal love story? And there it is, the collapse of a love story once celebrated as unbreakable. Remy Ma, humiliated by a public breakup, reaching out to the man she once pushed away, and Papoose, colder and stronger than ever, stepping into a new chapter with a woman no one saw coming. The queen who once rapped about dominance and pride now stands shattered. While Pap's silence speaks louder than any verse. But this is where you come in, because the debate is only just beginning. Do you think Papoose was justified in turning his back on Remy after years of loyalty and sacrifice? Or should he have given her one last chance, knowing the depth of their history together? And what about this so-called background baddie? Is she the true twist of the story, or just a temporary rebound in Pap's long game of revenge? Drop your thoughts in the comments right now. Should Pap close the door forever? Or is this the setup for the most shocking reconciliation hip-hop has ever seen? If you believe Remy still has a chance at redemption, hit that like button. If you think Pap has officially moved on for good, smash that subscribe, because, trust me, this story is nowhere near finished. Turn on your notifications so you don't miss the next update. Because when the next set of receipts drop, and they will drop, it could change everything you thought you knew about Remy Ma, Papoose, and the legacy they built together. This isn't just gossip. It's betrayal, heartbreak, and hip-hop. History unfolding in real time. And we'll be right here to break down every shocking twist.